Welcome back. Just Chili Dave back to another video. Welcome back all my subscribers and all my new viewers to this channel where we talk about the top stocks. We also talk about crypto from time to time. If you're new, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get my crypto updates. Well, today is earnings season. So we had big banks report earlier in the month, and now we have tech reporting. Today, the hottest stock was Tesla. Tesla today was up 10.95% for a gain of $700. Apple was up 1.35 for a gain of $22. And AMT was up 1.57. And RF or Regis Financial was up 2.79. So those were some hot stocks in my portfolio. Again, as I mentioned, Tesla posted earnings on yesterday. So today's jump of 10.95% was after Elon Musk comment during the earnings call yesterday about 4:30 or 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And let's look and see what other companies will report next week. Okay, we're on Earnings Whisper. And as you see on the calendar, we still have Microsoft to come up on the 25th, tomorrow. We have Amazon to report on the 30th. That's Tuesday. As I mentioned, Microsoft tomorrow, Amazon on the 30th. That's next Tuesday. And SoFi Technologies to report on next Monday. Again, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm a big SoFi investor. But again, the biggest tech companies this week, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, all report. And we have Facebook reported earlier this evening, and the earnings was disappointing. Okay, so we'll go over to the news now. Okay, so we're on CNBC, and we have the update. Meta or Facebook loses $200 billion as value of Zuckerberg focus on all the ways companies bleeds cash. So they had the earnings call about 2 hours ago, and it wasn't good for Facebook. Meta's earnings-driven stock slides. Again, I don't think this is the end for Facebook. I think it's just a bad quarter, and we'll probably see the stock rebound. But again, Meta loses $200 billion value as Zuckerberg focused on all the ways the company bleeds cash during the call. And Ford tops four-quarter earnings estimate as commercial units offsets EV losses. So they're saying their commercial unit sales are offsetting their electric vehicle sales. All right. Rubrik IPO is the initial public offering of $32 per share above the expected range. IBM to acquire HashiCorp in a $6.4 billion deal. Now remember, IBM has Watson artificial intelligence type data referencing software. So it's a good sign. They're using some of their stock power to acquire other companies there. What else do we have here? JP Morgan is caught in a U.S.-Russian sanction war after overseas court orders 440 million seized from the bank. And Chipotle posts big earnings beat as diners shake off the higher prices. And that looks like that's the news. Now we'll go over to my Robinhood portfolio and see which stocks performed well on there. Okay, here we are in the Robinhood portfolio. Today we lost 0.5%, or we lost about $16 in this portfolio. Overall, down 0.58% for a loss of $16. And as I mentioned on the previous article, Chipotle was up 3.70% after a good earnings call. So let's zoom into the Chipotle grill stock, ticker symbol CMG. Which posted good earnings, and after hours, looks like the stock jumped. Okay, so as I mentioned, Chipotle, after posting good earnings after hours, was up 3.29%. On the day, it just held at 4.40. And this was after hours. It jumped up 4.52% in total. And let's scroll down to the news. It says Chipotle's earnings growth accelerates. The burrito giant eyes buys points. Okay, so that's this. Chipotle Grill reported stronger than expected first quarter earnings for 2024. CMG stock rose modestly overnight, signaling an early entry. So again, in my position at Chipotle, I'm up a little over 86%. Not bad there. And my market value is $117. But my total return is $54 on Chipotle. Okay. So CMG, just surprising investors. Good job, CMG or Chipotle Grill. Now let's take a look. Let's see if there was some other stocks, as I mentioned. Facebook, after hours. Meta stock went down after hours, as we talked about Mark Zuckerberg on the earnings call. He talked about the company bleeding cash. So here it is after hours. Facebook shares were down over 14%. And again, we saw that on CNBC. Zuckerberg gives shout out to Taylor Swift. And here it is. If you want more information, you can check out this article, Seeking Alpha, on Q1 2024 earnings call transcripts. The transcript is what exactly Mark Zuckerberg said. And in my position, I'm still up 70% for a meager gain of $10 there. I might buy some more Facebook because I still believe it's an advertising company with a large potential, especially if TikTok gets banned. Some of those social media users may move over to the Facebook or Meta platforms such as Instagram, which got Reels and Threads. Okay, so Facebook shares or Meta platforms down over 14% after a earnings call with the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. Now we'll go over to the final portfolio. Okay, as we mentioned, Tesla shares were up today over 10%. Let's see here. For a gain of $800, my position size is about $5,000. So 8 times 5 or 10 times 5 gives me roughly about $800 gain. Apple shares up 1%. One Main Holdings, which is basically a loan company, personal loan company, was up 1.15%. The stock also does pay dividends. Microsoft shares were down 1.49%. And SoFi shares were down slightly. I'm thinking this is after hours, why they're still plus. And Regis Financial, as we saw earlier, posted on my community page, was up 2.79% for $7.26. Again, Regis Financial is a bank. Some other good gainers today was Walmart. Walmart shares were up 1%. And I think that's about it. Yep. Capital One shares were up slightly. Again, Capital One has been up a little bit since they are in the process of acquiring Discover. Now let's flip over to the losers. The losers on the day was NVIDIA. Shares were down 4.94%. Amazon shares were slightly down 4%. US Steel was down 3%. Could have been a good day to pick up either NVIDIA or Amazon shares being down 4.94%. I think that's about it. So again, top stock of the day was Tesla, up over 10%. Tesla share surged after Elon Musk comments on the earnings call. And let's go to the earnings call page real quick for Tesla. Okay, here we are on the investors relations page of Tesla. As you can see, April 23rd on yesterday, you can download the investor shareholder deck and see all the numbers, and you can listen in to the webcast on yesterday. And here we are. Elon Musk talking about Tesla on the earnings call. Elon Musk comments yesterday. The earnings call gave investors a lot of confidence. Share price surge. So that's about it. That's all I want to talk about. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and I'll see you in the next video.